All right, Israel. Shalom, shalom. Back at y'all with another great video about this wisdom, man. All right, you see the title, The Value of Wisdom. All right, but the title of this actual video is called Discretion Shall Preserve Thee, Understanding Shall Keep Thee. All right, so we're going to read in this Proverbs chapter 2. Again, today I got with me Brother Vidawa, a.k.a. Destroyer of the Gentiles. Shalom, brother.
Shalom. Shalom Israel. Hallelujah.
Right.
Basham. Hamashiach. Yahweh Shai. Let's
Right.
do this. Hear the thing, Israel.
Before we read, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory go to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. But all you're getting, let you get understanding and hold fast to that which is good. All right? Let's dive right into this deal real quick. We're going to break this down from the top, brother, whenever you're ready.
And it will read, Israel. Hear the thing. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thy ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Didn't we make an introduction of who wisdom and understanding is?
Mm-hmm. This is
Let them know again, because I know they forgot.
That's right. Wisdom is supposed to be like your wife or your kinswoman, right? And understanding is the sister of that. So you're supposed to be, in a sense, having these understandings or these principles as your own kin, your own flesh. It's supposed to be near and dear unto you, wisdom and understanding and knowledge. All right?
That's right, Israel. You're not going anywhere without them.
That's right.
Do you understand that? We're not doing these lessons because we found something new or it's the new thing. You know how Israel is. You cannot progress without wisdom and understanding the relationship that you must have with them. I will read on, Israel. So that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures. Wait a minute.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay,
No, I'm listening.
Like the point that the brother Radah was bringing out before. Seek these things out as you seek out your carnal desires. You see that? Seek them out more. Seek these things out more, brother. Seek them out as you find or try to find silver and for hid treasures. See that? Weird, brother.
Why do you think the Most High is using such choice words, Israel?
Right.
Because he knows you're going to see with your carnal eye. So he gives you carnality. Silver tells you to seekest her as would you silver. Riches, carnal shit, you know. And searchest for her as for hid treasures. Well, if a treasure was hid and you wanted to find it, you'd seek that out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, certainly.
Go ahead, brother.
Certainly, you would certainly seek out the treasures that you desire to have. You're not just gonna sit back and let it linger around in your mind like I get the treasures tomorrow. Look at a poor man on the street every day. He wants riches. So what does he do? He goes seeking for it. He goes seeking for money. He begs for it. You gotta beg the Most High for these riches, which is your wisdom and knowledge and understanding. That's
Preach,
the riches
brother.
you need.
Preach, right? Brother. That's right.
It, brother.
Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord Yahweh.
Then,
and find the knowledge of Yahweh. Go ahead.
I said, so then, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord. So you might gain it. Fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, but you won't understand it until you gain all these three. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You needed to understand what the fear of the Lord is and find the knowledge of Elohim. See that? Go ahead.
For the Lord Yahweh giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth.
It's not
Go
something
ahead.
that you can necessarily teach. You have to get it from the Father. It's a gift. You see that? The gift from the Father don't go away. It's not grievous unto your heart. You see that? Wisdom is a gift from the Most High. He giveth unto them that, seek him, that fears him. Yeah, I know the scripture,
And I want to ask Israel, be honest, Israel. Have you been, we're not going to call this a teaching, but have you been alerted to the fact that you cannot move without wisdom and understanding? That answer that question within your own heart. You know the truth of it. If you have not, how be it that you feel yourself all puffed up? It cannot happen. You cannot be wise without wisdom. So now let us read on. Let's go back. Yeah, go back to 6 again. For the Lord Yahweh giveth wisdom. So we have to get it from Yahweh who gives it to us. Can't get it on your own. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous.
You see that? He layeth up sound wisdom. Remember, he said he chose the wickedness of this world to confound the wise of this world. But see, he layeth up the sound wisdom for the righteous. So you're going to gain righteous wisdom from the Father if you are righteous without any pride, maliciousness in your heart. Because if you have any type of maliciousness in your heart, the spirit of wisdom is going to flee from you, according to Sirach. You see that? So he layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. The other stuff he kept for the wicked. Go ahead, brother.
He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. Buckler means, just in case anybody, that's not a familiar word. All right, a buckler. Small one, what does this say here? Also,
it says scaly, a kind of shield. Yep, a shield. Yep.
Yeah.
Piece of
defense. He is a shield. That's right. Think about that. Here the thing, Israel. This is what wisdom is about. Cause critical thinking for you to understand. Wait a minute. In a very broken down manner, do I possess what it takes to attain to everlasting life? Because if you have no wisdom, no understanding, no knowledge, then you cannot get the scriptures. And if you cannot get the scriptures, you cannot get life. You see that? So let us read on and get the wisdom, Israel. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous, not the unrighteous.
That's right.
He is a buckler, a shield, protection to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints.
That's right.
Then shalt thou understand righteousness. Then. And judgment and equity. Yeah, every good path. Go ahead.
Yeah, again, every good path, brother, which is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now, Proverbs 7, the wicked woman, if you follow her, you go into a strange path, which leadeth unto death. You see that? Pestilence, ruin. All right? Don't follow the wicked or strange woman. You're supposed to follow these women, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You understand that? All right? Verse 10.
All right, here the thing, Israel. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee.
That's right. Now, let's look at this word discretion real quick for those who might understand. This word discretion means prudence or knowledge and prudence. That discernment which enables a person to judge critically of what is correct and proper. You see that? So this is what you utilize: discretion or prudence, practically the same word. You use these things to understand what to and what not to do. This the application. This right here is the application of your wisdom. You can get it all day, but do you apply it? This is what discretion and prudence is about. Appliance of these tools. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see that? And it's going to tell you how to apply it or what it would do once you apply it. All right, verse 12.
Before we do that, let me say this, Israel.
Uh-huh.
The reason for which we are bringing these wisdom lessons to you at this point are certainly primarily because they are in the scriptures. It's the word of the Most High, no doubt. Everybody could understand that. But to get you to understand where from right here you are to be going, Israel, it is not into more talk about is Esau the white man.
Right.
How is that helping you? When you get the understanding, you will understand why it is that is vain babbling.
Right.
There's no sense in that. So we're bringing the wisdom scriptures to you so that you get into wisdom. You see that? So get out of Esau and the white man. Okay, that's a done deal already. We understand that. You understand it. Move on. Wisdom. Hear the thing right now. Here we go with verse 11 again, because you did not hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Discretion. Let me go back to 10. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve, Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Preserve thee. Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee.
That's right.
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
Now, see, people read
Let me
this
read
verse.
that one more time. Go. Wait. Let me give it to him one more time, just so you before you. I want to make sure because I know you can't wait to get at him. Oh, no doubt. To deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see that? So this verse, people will automatically think, right? This is talking about another person, another man. Now it's talking about the evil you. You are the evil man. You see, to keep that from yourself. You see that?
Well, let me help him out. Let me help him out by reading the last line of that verse. From the man that speaketh forward things.
Right. Now you're not gonna stop another man from speaking. You see that?
Thank you.
About yourself.
Thank you.
You are the man that's speaking forward things if you don't have these things in your heart, bro. That's what it's saying. To deliver you, ourselves, from the way of the evil man. From the man that speaketh forward things. For those who don't know what forward means, let's grab that real quick. All right.
And here the thing is, really, did you miss it? Be clear. Be listening. Be clear on if you're not clear. Let me read that last line again. It says, from the man, let's go with the whole 12, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things. You can't stop another man from thinking. So it's not telling you to stop another man. It's not talking about another man, Israel. The brother told you. It's talking about you. You are that evil man. Go ahead, brother.
That's right. That's right. This word forward means perverse. That is turning from with aversion or reluctancy. Right? Not willing to yield or comply with that is required. You see that? So you're not willing to yield unto the truth for the law of the Most High or comply unto it. You got pride in your heart, right? That's frowardness. The Most High does not accept that. Okay? So get that evil man out you that speaketh forward things. You see that? That's what it's telling you to do, brothers. All right? Let's keep going.
Verse 15.
13, brother.
Oh, 13, Zalakia. Who leave the paths of righteousness to walk in the ways of darkness.
Yeah, uprightness.
Upright. I'm sorry. What am I looking at? Yeah. To leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness.
See that? So that froward man, they leave the path of uprightness and they turn right towards the walk of darkness. You see that? They walk in those particular ways of darkness, which is the evil man. All right, verse 14.
Who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked,
That's right. Mm.
whose ways are crooked, and they froward in their paths.
See that? So you're following wicked men because you are wicked within yourself. You can't stop yourself. It's within you. You are addicted to evil and frowardness. So you're going to follow those who are froward and wicked just like you. You see that? But let's
That's
see
right,
what
brother.
happens. Let's see what
That's
happens.
right. Hold on, Israel, right this minute. Things take a quick shift.
Mm-hmm.
To deliver thee from the strange woman.
Mm.
Uh-oh. Somebody new is on the scene. Discretion popped up on the scene. Now we have the strange woman on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Give them some understanding, brother.
And that strange woman is the evil. It's the evil woman. You see, you got the. Now I'm not talking about a physical woman. This is talking about your ideology, your mindset. You got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Those are the righteous women. You want to be with them. Those people you want to marry. You want to, stay around all the time, right? But see, this strange woman, like Proverbs 7, is the woman who's gonna get you killed because of what? Her flattering. She flatters you. She's the one to make you feel God ain't coming back. He's
Stay with me.
Yeah, he's delaying in his tear. He's tearing in his arrival to the planet to destroy everything. He's not coming. You see that?
No, we went it. We delved into extensively Proverbs 7. We learned about this woman, how she waits at every corner, how she was looking for her target. Who she targets is the young, those young men void of understanding.
Right.
Okay, so she just came on the scene in this at this moment in this what we're dealing with here in this verse 2 of Proverbs. And it said again, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
You see that? That's how they captivate you, brothers, man. And sisters out there. With her words, she flattereth you. Make you feel comfortable. It's death. You see that? See, when you're dealing with the Most High's wisdom and the woman that He gives you, the mindset, the ideology that He gives you, you get life. But if you turn away from that and go into the strange woman who is of other people, that's not of the Most High, see what I'm saying? You start walking into the house of death. You see what I'm saying? So understand the difference between the strange woman and the righteous woman. The woman you should be marrying and the woman you should not be marrying.
And again, Israel, pay close attention. The Most High uses personification. We've stated it before, and listen to the thing good. We know that men will pay attention when words are used like the woman, the strange woman. That's what half of Israel is concerned about right now. That strange woman, both the carnal strange woman and the spiritual strange woman. See that? All right. So now we know that this is a. Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
Now, I'm saying the sad part about it is even those brothers who have the carnal, righteous type of woman, they still sleeping with the unrighteous woman in their mind. They still got the strange woman with them. You see that? So you still off.
We talked to a brother very close with us. He's a part of this thing as much as any. We spoke with our brother, dear brother, beloved brother, about him recognizing and realizing that this woman, this strange woman, already dwelt in his house, unbeknownst to him. You see that? And this brother is what you call a just man. Okay, we're gonna read about what a just man goes through. That doesn't mean because you're a just man that you are protected if you are without wisdom and understanding of the presence of this strange woman who quite often already is abiding within your quarters. You see that? And then now, once you realize she's there, then you have to go through the process of getting her out.
Right.
But we're going to roll on. So now, I'm going to read that one more time. To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger, which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God.
You see that? So it's talking about the same. Everybody has this woman in their mind. But if a brother goes off, he forsook the covenant with that woman. His mind forsook that woman and went to worship other gods. That's profound, brother.
Mm-hmm.
See that? So that woman becomes a strange woman. It's like any Israelite who forsakes the law of the Most High become a strange nation. Same concept. You see that? But this woman is in your mind.
Let's go over some strange women, brother. Philosophy. Let's go over a few things, few strange women that we can identify so we can put a face on this broad.
That's right.
Israel needs carnality. So let's help them out because we're going to walk slowly into this thing called spirituality. Right. But we know that most of us are carnal man. Okay, not seeing with the spiritual eye, not thinking spiritually. So let's do some of those. Other gods you worship. Money, another god.
Joseph,
you understand that?
That's a covenant.
Thank you.
Somebody else created that ain't of the Most High's covenant because it's not in there. But that strange woman, because it sounds good, flattereth you with her words, now got you walking in death. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Well, as he always tells us, she will cause you to walk stray away from me.
That's right. That's right.
See, it works hand in hand. A strange woman carnal, causing the same thing that this strange woman spiritually is causing. It's going to run congruent to one another. So when you're thinking carnally, you're not wrong, Israel, but don't limit it to carnality. Spirituality is right there, and that's the unforeseen. That's what gets you.
That is what gets you, because you don't expect anything. You see that? You bracing for impact through your flesh, put your guard down in your mind. So anything is able to enter. All the women that's out there is able to enter. See that? And then we're gonna show you what we're not gonna show you. The Bible's gonna show you what happens when you allow her to enter into your mind. All right, verse 18.
Which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead.
See that? So for her house, her dwelling places inclineth unto death. So if you there dwelling with her and walking in her path, that's your end result, death. And her paths are unto the dead. You see that? That's where you're going. Okay? So understand the significance of the strange woman and the righteous woman.
And understand something else too, Israel, too. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't thought you were finished. Understand, Israel. I don't know if you really truly understand this thing called death.
Yeah.
You see, we need to get into that too. And we are, Lord will, we're going to get into that so that you can truly have respect for what the word is talking about when it says death. You're thinking, if you're thinking carnally, right this minute, you're thinking about your flesh again. Is with your flesh. So you're thinking about your flesh death. Oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to. That ain't what this talking about. That death is going to happen anyway to almost everybody who ever walked the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Except those who are here of Israel, who are here at the moment Hamashiach comes back. They will not know this type of fleshly death. So says the scriptures.
That's right.
Now then, if you're thinking death is limited to the death of your flesh, you don't understand. But we're going to get into that. I just want to make you understand. See right now beyond the word in a carnal sense.
That's right.
Okay? All right, now we'll read 19th verse. None that go unto her return again.
Mm.
Let me read that again. None that go unto her return again.
Mm. That's heavy, brother. That means if you go into her and she captivates you, you gone, bro. If she got her grasp on you, you gone, bro.
Like I'll give you one. I'll give you a good example, Israel. These niggas out here that call themselves Egyptologists.
Oh, there you go.
I got a dear friend I've been friends with 40 years. Okay? Know him like the back of my damn hand. He always been a damn Egyptologist since he was a kid. Because we don't have an identity, no heritage. So anything black, we relate ourselves to it, like Egypt. What did the Most High do to Egypt, though? I'm not understanding. How do you be an Egyptologist and the Most High God, who is actually your God, Hebrew? How do you stray from the Most High, your God, and go after a nation of gods that were destroyed by the one and only true living God? Explain that to me.
Turned into a
So I don't want to talk about no damn books and stuff. You see that? I want you to explain to me how it makes sense to you that your persuasion was stomped out by the Most High and then prophesied that it would never rise again. Look at it. Ask yourself, where in the hell is Egypt today? Just desolate, just like the Most High said it would be. Never would be more than a base nation.
Base nation, brother. That's right. That's right. Dust Bowl. See that? They not a power of the earth no more, man. Ain't nobody talking about Egypt. All right, let's get it, brother.
That you mayest walk in the way of the good men, and keepeth the paths of the righteous. Salakia, let me read that again, Israel. That thou mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it.
Like a plant. You see that? Yahweh always use us in similitude to a plant, fruits and trees and stuff like that. We ain't nothing but plants. We grow just like a seed grow. Come out the dirt. We all man came out the dirt, and we return to the dirt. See that? But the main thing I need to understand in this passage in Proverbs 2 is to stay away from these strange women, man. That's what he's telling you. Discretion shall keep thee or preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee. You remember that, you'll be all right, man. But you gotta know the tools to use discretion with. You can't just use your own understanding and try to use discretion. The two don't mix. It's like oil and water. You're not gonna get anything done with that. You need to use the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Father to understand what discretion is, to be able to understand what the fear of the Lord is, not your own understanding. You see that? All right. So
now let me say this, Israel, because it is that we understand well, before you have been introduced to wisdom, all you have is carnality. Before you've been introduced to spirituality, all you have is carnality. So we are going to, should we attach it to this? I'll let Zuri al-Solomon make the decision. Should we attach the war of the flesh to this lesson, or should we separate it and go into that Romans 7?
Absolutely.
So that we can make them understand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I believe we should, because again, this whole war of the flesh is between what? It's between the war of your mind and the war of your flesh. You get into the war of your mind.
Say that again. You broke. Say that again. You broke up.
I said the war of your mind and the war of your flesh. That's the war. You see that? The war of the spirit and the flesh, the old and the new man. You see what I'm saying? So it definitely goes in congruent with the notion of the war of the flesh, because that's what it's all about. It's all about fighting off the lust of your flesh, the temptations of your flesh. You see that? It goes all the way back to Genesis 3. Same concept.
And let,
Into that some
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, I want to piggyback on what you're saying, let you understand Israel. The woman, she has to enter your mind. This woman can't enter your flesh.
That's right.
See that? So she's got to get into your mind, but she's after your flesh because the flesh is what sins, not the mind. But that's where it begins. So that beginning, this is this woman's job, okay? She's there to get you off of the beaten path of the Most High and get you onto her path so that she can bring you to death, physically death. There's your carnality. You're going to die in the flesh. And if you die in the flesh in your iniquity, then you got a whole nother problem coming.
Right. Yep. Stinging
Okay?
spirit is in trouble now. See that?
That's soul. That's right.
That's right. That's right, brother.
So you want to get to Rome? You want to get to Romans 7?
We can get Romans 7. We want to do it right now? We can get it.
That's what I'm saying. While we got them on the understanding that this woman, she's the one that's working. And now, when she's into the mind, now it becomes a matter of the flesh, because that's already the battle that you're fighting.
That's right.
You see that? So right. I think it would be meet for Israel to go on and meet up with Romans 7 and get the understanding of this battle that's taking place in this flesh.
Right. Let's get it.
That's the playground. Go ahead.
So you want to start at verse 7?
Verse 7. Yeah, we can start there. No problem.
Okay.
So here the thing, Israel, Romans 7, verse 7 will begin at. Here, real good. Open your spiritual ear so that you can understand this. It's going to talk about carnality and spirituality. Let's get into it.
Right.
What shall we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law. For I had not known lust, except the law had said, thou shalt not covet.
Right. Right.
You want to expound on that, or you want me to go on?
Yeah, we can expound on that if you wanted to. No. So what he's saying is he didn't know nothing about what lust was until he saw the law that say thou shalt not lust. So he's in a sense thinking the law of teaching him about what lust is. You see what I'm saying? We might be out here running around right now not knowing what we thinking about, what we think we thinking about, and committing all types of sin and lasciviousness and concupiscence. I'm saying messing with all these women. It's craziness, you feel me? We wouldn't know about any of that if it wasn't a law telling us about what's going on with that. Why we shouldn't do that. We just be out here living like animals, man. See that? Weird, bro.
But sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrought in me all manner of concupiscence. Mm-hmm. All right, let's look up that word, Israel. It's not an average word that you run across in your everyday vernacular. Concupiscence.
Concupiscence, it means to covet or lust after, to desire or covet. So it says again, another one, lust, unlawful or irregular desire of sexual pleasure. See that? So those who know what lasciviousness means, it goes kind of hand in hand with this word right here. All right? Wait, brother.
Let me read that again for you, Israel. But sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrought in me all manner of concupiscence. For all manner of, what did you say the definition was? All manner of
unlawful pleasure and lust.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For without the law, sin was dead.
Yeah.
For I was alive without the law once. But when the commandment came, sin revived, and I died.
See, he's showing you a relationship here. See, once the commandments came into his mind and understanding what's going on with the law, he found out sin was there. Sin revived. Sin was alive. And he died by trying to put off that old man, put off that flesh. That's what he's talking about when he said, I died. All right. He didn't physically die. He's putting off that evil man, that wicked man. Remember we read in Proverbs 2 to put off that evil man that speaketh forward things. Same concept. That old man has to die for the new man to be born again. All right.
That's right. And the commandment, which was ordained to life, I found to be unto death.
Mm-hmm. Why is that? He gonna tell you.
For sin, taking occasion by the commandment, deceived me.
That's why.
And that's why.
Mm-hmm.
And by it slew me.
That's right. That's right. So again, he's saying that because he found out sin was there, now he found out he was there. He didn't know nothing about the sin and the stuff that was in the law until he read the law, found out things that was in the law. You see what I'm saying? For sin,
Let me break down something. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, so it says, for sin taking occasion by commandment deceived me, and by it slew me through the sin. You see that? Wait, brother. There's something you need to pull out.
Let me break something down to you, Israel. I want you to think about this. Give you an analogy to what is being brought out about how becoming aware to the commandments all of a sudden started this war. Okay, within one.
Right.
Think about the day that you first heard you were an Israelite and that you wasn't no damn African American or whatever in the hell else. Okay. Think about that day. That was a very joyous moment. Oh, I'm the people of the book. I'm a child of the Most High. That was a joyous moment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But then, as you started to learn, then you found out, wait a minute, hold on for a second. We have a covenant with the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
We have a deal with the Most High. We have to do something. Being an Israelite is a responsibility. Do you understand that? It ain't happy times. That ain't what's happening. You have to attain to happy times. And there's but one way to do that, and that's to gain access unto the kingdom. Other than that, you're no different than a heathen. They're never going anywhere. And if you ain't doing the commandments and you don't attain to the kingdom of heaven, you the same as a heathen. Okay? Right. So now you transition from this moment of great joy saying, hey, I got an identity. It's the greatest identity on the face of the earth. And then you find out there are commandments. Right there begins your war. Because already, immediately, you're trying to think of, how do I deal with this? Now I got to keep fringes on my back and beards on my faces. I can't have sex with other nations. I can't lie. I can't steal. I can't work it out in my own mind how I can do all of these things and that I'm going to be all right. Because you're not. Israel has not been all right. You understand that? The Most High has devastated Israel. Then you find out about that, and you find out about the commandment, and all of a sudden you understand great responsibility is upon you. That's when the war begins, and we're going to read on about it.
Right.
Where are we now?
Let's start at verse 12. Verse 12 right.
Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. Okay? Was then that which is good made death unto me? God forbid. But sin, that it might appear sin, working death in me by that which is good.
See that? So he's saying that by sin, he said, but sin that it might appear sin, work of death in me by that which is good. So the good man is being put to death by the old or the evil man. Where? At the end of verse 13.
Yep. That sin by the commandment might become exceeding sinful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
Why is he sold under sin? He sold under sin because of the flesh. That's why the scripture said the creature was made subject to vanity. It's already in our members to go off, in our flesh to go off. But our spiritual mind, you see that? That's how we're supposed to serve the Most High, through spirit and in truth. That's why I said the law is spiritual. All right? Wait, brother.
For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not, but what I hate, that do I.
You see that? So the stuff that you don't even like to do, you do naturally. Because that's in your flesh to do so. But there's no excuse to go off. There's no excuse to do wickedness. That's the man you gotta put off. That's the man you gotta basically kill him. Because he's gonna get you right along with that Proverbs 7 and Proverbs 2 woman, a strange woman, and that serpent. They all work together. Those three gonna get you led into the gates of hell, man. You see that? To everlasting damnation is what the scriptures call it. All right. So that which he do, he allow not. He don't even like it. You know what I'm saying? The different thoughts that you get in your mind. You don't allow these thoughts, but they come. But you had to fight these wicked thoughts off. You see what I'm saying? That's how they get to you, through your mental, through your mind. Because your flesh can't do anything of its own. It's a vessel, but it's operated by a spirit. You see that? And whatever spirit that you allow in, that's what your flesh gonna follow.
That's right, brother.
Let's get it, brother.
Let me read that one more time. That was most profound. Hear the thing. You understand that? The expounding on what has been brought out to you, Israel. For that which I do, I allow not. That's that fight. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that is good. See that? So when he fought that off, that urge, that lustful urge, fought it off, in doing so by virtue, he did that which is good, because he did perform to observe the law.
That's right.
All comes back to the law, Israel.
Right.
Now then, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me.
So again, he's not saying that you can go out and just do wickedly. No, what he's saying is it's not him spiritually trying to do that. I'm not spiritually wanting to go do wickedness, but it's a sin that already dwelleth within me. He wants to go do that. That's not me mentally and spiritually. I want to follow the law. The inward man wants to follow the law of the Most High. But it's sin that dwelleth in me because of the flesh, the temptation, the lust. He already made that point clear in the above verse, in verse 7 and 8. All right, go ahead.
I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. For I delight in the law of Yahweh after the inward man. But I see another law in my members.
What verse you at, brother?
Warring. Go ahead.
What verse you at?
I'm at 23.
Oh, you jumped down? Okay.
Did I miss anything? No, we went through 18. No, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, we didn't go 18. Yep, it was 18.
Yeah, I missed 18. My eyes are bad. Salakia, Israel.
It's all good.
For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, see, that's the playground,
That's the playground, brother.
Battleground. Yeah. For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing.
You see why he says he needs to kill off that inner man? You see that? For I know that in me, that is in my flesh. You see that? Go ahead.
Dwelleth no good thing.
Wow.
So he
Nothing.
said, dwells no good thing in this flesh.
Nothing. Wow.
That's profound, Israel. So don't be high-minded. Act like you're embarrassed about it. It's not you. No man, okay,
No.
says no good thing in the flesh. But we got precepts that can go with this, but we're going to keep you focused on this. This is not the first mentioning of this war, of this dynamic, that it is already present within man, okay? Like I'll give you an example. The heart is deceitful above all things.
That's right.
You see? Above all things. So now I'll go on to 19. For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do. See this war?
See the war, brother?
It sounds confusing. It is confusing because when you have an inward battle going on every day, all day with this thing called flesh, that's where you get this. I'm going to read that again so that you don't feel like, oh, I don't understand. Yes, you do. You got it, Israel.
Matter of fact,
spiritually.
The end of verse 18 and then jump out of
19.
Yeah,
let me do that. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me. But how to perform that which is good, I find not.
You see that? So he has the will to do it. He wants to do righteously. But how to perform that which is good, he find not in his flesh. That's good.
For the good that I would, I do not. Which I would not, that I do. See that battle that's going on? He said, I wouldn't do that, but then that's what he ended up doing. Just like you. Okay? Just like me, just like anybody that doesn't have the wisdom and the understanding, has not girded up in this truth, that doesn't have on the whole armor.
Right.
Okay? Instead of playing curriculum battle,
right.
Here's the thing. Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm saying this is exactly why you need that armor. You need to know that you're going to war with stuff like this, brother. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but the principalities of wickedness in high places. That's your mind, man. That's where the war is at. And Paul he's showing you explicitly what's going on with that war in the mind.
See, and let me say this, Israel. I know that there has been a lot that has taken place if you followed the channel. And you've seen a steady progression now. If you're paying attention, it should also be happening within you. We're not staying in one place. So we should have been moved on away from Esau. We should have moved on from being able to call to camp some lying, stinking niggas 50 more times. You see that? We got other battles on in front of us that we must engage because they are trying to overtake us. You understand that? Let me read on. Now, if I do that, I would not. It is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I delight in the law of Yahweh after the inward man.
Verse 21, brother.
Oh, I keep skipping, man. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. Wow. For I delight in the law of Yahweh after the inward man.
You see that? So check that out. For I find that, so for I find then a law. This is something like a relationship. It's like a covenant. You can't do something without it, right? That when I would do good, evil is present with me. You see that? Just like how when Job and his peoples and they was coming together, with the Most High or whatever, Satan was present with them. Same concept. Evil was there with them in the midst of them doing good. All right. And it says, for I delight in the law of Elohim after the inward man, which is your spiritual man. All right. But go ahead, verse 23 is pivotal. All right.
But I see another law in my members, Warring, Israel,
And again,
against the law of my mind.
that's right. And again, your members is your flesh. So put that in the concept, all right? Or the context, should I say. Read that again, brother.
But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind,
Right.
and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members.
See, that's what is bringing him into captivity mentally to the law of sin, which is in his flesh. So he's trying to do good. He's trying to focus on righteousness and do right. I know a lot of bros out there was like that. I'm like that, every day. All of us are like that. We should be trying to fight every day. It ain't no ending battle. It ain't up yet. That's why I say constantly endure until the end. You see what I'm saying? But he saw a law in his members that warred or had a contention with the war of his mind, which is the law of the Most High, and bringing him into captivity to that law, which is in his members, which is in our members. You see that? Go ahead.
O wretched man that I am,
Wow.
who shall deliver me from the body of this death?
See that? This is exactly why we're looking for that adoption or that adoption. All right? The twinkling of an eye, our body should be changed. Because in his flesh is nothing but death, brother. It's corruption. It's corruption. Corrupted. We're looking for the incorruptible. You see that? That's what we're looking forward to. That's our hope right there. All right? Through our Yahweh Shah Mashiach. All right? Our Lord. What?
I thank Yahweh through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, our Lord. So then, with the mind I myself serve the law of Yahweh, but with the flesh, the law of sin.
See that? That's the war, brother. That's what Proverbs chapter 2 was talking about. Proverbs 7 that we went over. You see? And we got plenty more. There's plenty more to come, family. But this whole battle, from beginning to end, was a law against flesh and mind. So understand the language of the Bible, not what language is written in, but understand the language of the Bible.
That's right.
Which is
That's
wisdom.
right.
Okay? Wisdom. You ain't gonna get nowhere without it. But the only way you obtain that is if you fear the Most High first. Then he gives it to you. Here you go, my good and faithful servant. Here you go. This is my gift from me to you. Wisdom. Once you get that, you got to apply it with prudence and discretion. So you can put off this evil man. Other than that, you weren't even gonna know you got an evil man in you. You're gonna think this is natural. It's what you're supposed to be doing. Nah, it ain't what you're supposed to be doing. You see that? So Proverbs 7, Romans 7, Proverbs 2, all these things, man. They all go together. You see what I'm saying? With the same mindset that they gotta put off this evil man. All
That's
right.
right.
Anything else you got for him, brother, before we step off?
Just Israel, hear the thing really closely, really attentively. Make the transition, Israel. Don't remain in only your carnal mindset. You're going to miss it all if you're concerned about is Esau the white man every day of your damn life. You understand that? That is not going to help you to attain to the kingdom. You understand that? Get wisdom and understanding. That's your sister. That's your kinswoman. You understand that? Hallelujah. Ba'asham. Hamashach. Yahushai. Shalom, Israel.
That's right. Once all praises, honor, and glory go to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. With all you get, let you get understanding and hold fast to that which is good. All right. Until next time, Shalom.